a journey. Where are you guys at on that journey right now, this defense?
You know, I just told them, you know, 3 weeks ago, we took a step here with Oregon. And then we went and we had some things happen, and we went to Stanford, and we took a step back. And part of that journey is growing and believing. And I told you this week when we talked, these kids are unbelievable. They're tough. They're resilient. They're bought into what we're doing. Todd has done an unbelievable job of guiding them. And, you know, a lot of people, it's going to be an upset. I promise you, it's not an upset to these guys. And I told them, I said, I hate to just bring this. I want you to enjoy it. But you better think about Utah right now. And that's what my first step is. I want to enjoy it for 30 minutes. and we got to take that next step. And that journey is, you know, we hadn't won a game. I think I'm correct in this 13 games on the road. Is that correct?
Just about.
I don't think it's
Isn't that right?
12, yeah.
12 or 13. So, you know, but what an effort. You know, we have tremendous amount of respect for Coach Peterson in Washington, and you know, just the integrity of their program, how they play. You know, they're really a good football team, and to do what we did tonight was pretty outstanding.
It seemed like the secondary, Browning he was under pressure a lot, but even when he had time, there was nobody
I'm going to tell you, I haven't looked at the tape, but it looked like Colby played lights out. You know, we got him some help. We did some different things. You know, somebody asked me, will you change up? You know, we always, but, you know, Chad, I thought all of them did a really good job. It was nice to have Daz back. You know, I thought we were able up front with 4-man rush, 3-man rush, and even our blitzers. I mean, I don't know if you remember the time Daz came off the edge. You know, I told him, I said, Daz, and I told that kid after the game, Browning, I said, I mean, we were on him, and I mean, he'd get out and he was on the run, but he was a good athlete, and you know, I really think we sort of took them off kilter and what their timing and what they wanted to do.
Did you feel they threw a lot of wrinkles at you today?
Yeah, they did. You know what they did? They 19 had a hell of a game last week. I don't think he caught a ball today, did he? And we sort of treated him as a wide receiver, and it turned out to be really good for us. You know, they played with 13. That's 1 back and 3 tight ends, and then they would go 11, and they were trying to isolate 8 on Kobe, and we were putting a safety on top, and you know, I think that we were able to sort of match what they were doing.
It seemed like your guys' 4-man rush really kicked up once Renell Wren got in the game. How big was he tonight?
Yeah, you know, I hadn't watched the tape, but you know, he's a powerful man, and we just just got to get him consistent. You know, one time you look up and he's got 2 guys on him, and he's literally blowing by him. You know, I thought Jamarcus played very well. He's played well all year.
So we haven't seen a defensive performance like this in a few years, and you've been telling us that you may not be dominating. I mean, what does a win like this, a defensive performance like that, tell your group?
I'll tell you what, it changes your expectancy. You know, I told them all year. My big word to them has been, we can be anything we want to be. You know, we can be anything. You know, take 4 plays out of the Stanford game, and you'll have that game right there. I told them that today. I said 4 plays. I said, can you do that? Can we focus enough to play 1 play at a time and do that? And now I do believe this. I think that our expectancy changes. That's the truth. I think it expects. You know, I've told them. I said it's a different story. I'm not going to accept some stuff I've accepted, and I know what we're capable of doing against top 5 people. You know, these guys have been good for a while. I mean, I think everybody understands. You know, they've been good for a while. And I don't think anybody has beaten them like that. And, you know, offensively, we were able to move. That defense there is outstanding. I told our guys, if we were going to win, we had to be the best defense on the field. And I think, you know, Christian's not a big talker, nor DJ, and that's all they kept saying, you know, to me. We're going to be the best defense on the field. We're going to be the best defense. And, you know, 99.9% of times when you do that, you win.
Which going into this one against the obviously talented offense, to open up this game with that 3 and out, what kind of tone did that set?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. It was that was Todd's call. He came to me. We talked. We have a game meeting, And I wanted to do it, but I also said, what about our kickoff guy? What about their you look at where, because you don't want to get your offense in the hole to begin with. And so he said, let me think about it. And I could tell you, he turned to me and he says, hey, if we're ever going to be what we think we can be, he said, you got to play championship defense. He said, let's kick off and take the ball in the second half. I said, let's do it. And I told the kids, I said, hey, your coach has confidence in you. And you know, showing what we can do.
What was the reaction the defense had when Washington missed those 2 field goals in the third quarter?
You know, I tell you, we thought going into the game, Sean had a plan. We thought, and on one of them, let me tell you something, he missed because we were straight up the pipe. I think it was Renell. Yeah, we thought we could block. You know, and of course, anytime you can survive, you know, where the ball is, you know, down, it's crucial. But you look at the total stats, I bet they didn't have much over 200 yards. And I think they were probably, you know, 20% on third down. You'll win some games. How about this though? Blows my mind. We can't get the fumble, we can't get the interception. You know, to win that game, not a single turnover in the whole game. We knew they were a discipline program too. Now, I would consider the block kick a turnover.
So, best you've tackled, you think?
Best we tackled by far, by far. I think Daz, one of the times they popped, Christian missed a read, and they sort of popped it. That's what I told you last week, that we missed with Love. I mean, did you see how Daz closed that gap? I mean, Daz squeezed it. Instead of a bust, it was a 12-yard gain. So, very proud of him. Very proud. Thank you.